Hey guys, this is Patrick. So the other day I read on in a Facebook group there was a question about how to clean table tennis rubber to make it tacky again. And this is actually a question I've been thinking about myself and reading on various forums what one can do. And well, there are a couple of solutions to that. One, you can use a regular water-based cleaner like this one, which I use all the time, Revolution number 3 Bio Cleaner and Rejuvenator. That would be and this particular cleaner is really good in my opinion to clean paddles. That would be your standard solution. But then I've also seen a couple of alternative suggestions mentioned. One of them being using WD-40, so simply spraying a layer of WD-40 on your rubber, wiping down the excess, letting the oil penetrate, and that is going to re-tackify your rubber. And the third solution I've seen is to simply use olive oil, like this guy here. Very simple, extra virgin olive oil, organic. So I thought I would quickly demonstrate the use of these three cleaning reagents. I should say that depending on how you choose to interpret ITTF's rule, perhaps none of them is legal, because according to one of the ITTF rules, you're not supposed to treat rubbers physically or chemically, and arguably all of these three are chemical treatments, although probably most would agree that this water-based biocleaner doesn't constitute true chemical treatment. But that's not something that I want to discuss here. Most likely, the WD-40 would clearly be considered as an illegal form of cleaner. The olive oil doesn't have volatile organic compounds in it, but it might be a chemical treatment. But anyway, so here I will take this very badly oxidized Hurricane DHS Hurricane 8 that I have. You can see the surface is really cruddy. It's, I think, 3 years old. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to spray WD-40 over here, use a couple of drops of the Revolution 3 Bio Cleaner up in this segment, and add a little bit of olive oil and spread it out on this side. Let the oils penetrate there, just so you can see what how these three products can clean the rubbers, and perhaps not as much clean the rubbers as rejuvenate them and provide some extra tackiness. So I'll show you how badly damaged this rubber is. It can literally pick up a ball for less than 1-2 seconds, and then I'm gonna spray, and then I'm gonna retest, see if there's any improvement. Okay, so just quickly testing here to show you that the untreated rubber barely can hold onto the ball for more than around 1 second. Okay, and now I will spray those three parts as I mentioned, and we'll compare the results. Okay, so here's the rubber just straight after application. So I ended up here in this part to add the WD-40, which you normally use to lubricate chains. Up here in the upper right corner, I added olive oil and smeared it out. And here in the upper left corner, I'm currently distributing the Revolution 3 cleaner. I'll give it a couple of moments to couple of minutes to sink in, and then show you how it looks like afterwards, and we'll see if it picks up the ball any easier. Okay, so this is now at least 5 minutes after application, and you can see that especially the olive oil is taking a lot of time to become fully absorbed. You can already see that the oxidation is still very visible with the WD-40 treated part of the rubber, as well as with the Revolution 3 treated rubber. I can already tell you that tackiness has improved quite a bit. I'm just gonna wait for the olive oil here to fully become fully absorbed. Now, clearly none of these materials can fully restore the rubber again. It's gonna look ugly no matter what. The question is, though, can we increase the tackiness? So we'll check in a couple of minutes. Okay, so here, after waiting some more minutes, that's what I would call the final result. You can still see the top sheet looks horrible, but let's see if the tackiness has improved. So I'm gonna start with the Revolution 3 here, then move to the WD-40, and finally the olive oil. So let's see. Revolution 3 has tackiness improved. You can clearly see that's a fairly convincing result. Literally three drops of this Revolution 3. There it goes. So I mean, I had to be quite harsh to make the ball fall down. Now we're gonna check the WD-40 treated rubber. Not as good, it seems. Improvement over the untreated Control by a little bit, but not by much. Okay, and now finally the olive oil treated rubber, part of the rubber. Let's see if there's any improvement there. Move it here. Looks like slight improvement, but not as much as one perhaps could have hoped for based on what one reads in the forums. I've actually done this with a Mark V or Mark V, and there the results were super convincing. So let me try here one more time with the Revolution 3 treated rubber. Yeah, the results are quite astonishing. So now the olive oil treated part, some improvement, not fantastic. So conclusion, well, if you're strapped for resources and don't have access to this Revolution 3 water-based biocleaner and rejuvenator, which works really well in restoring tackiness of the rubber, not necessarily the looks of the top sheet, I guess you can try to put on some olive oil. It does result, at least in some rubbers, in a temporary increase in tackiness. Obviously, it's very inexpensive. Is it legal? Probably not. I'm not sure. I certainly would not smear it on my $100 Dignix rubbers unless they were in a super bad shape. But I'm guessing the Revolution number 3 is going to be your best bet for a legal and effective cleaner. So there you have it. How to restore tackiness on a badly damaged top sheet. Hope you enjoyed this video. please take a moment to subscribe to this channel. I'll be posting other videos when I think of good topics. Thank you very much.